once again, if you guys are not here physically today, it's fine with me just to feel your energy. It helps so much. And I just want to speak Thai one more time. If you want to hear what it sounds like, it sounds like this. คุณสายันคะคือว่าถ้าจะให้ครูแปลเป็นภาษาไทยขณะสอนภาษาอังกฤษตอนนี้นะคะทำไม่ได้เลยค่ะเพราะว่ามันจะวุ่นวายกับสมองมากนะคะต้องขอโทษด้วยที่ไม่ได้ทำคลาสเป็นภาษาไทยมานานพอสมควรตั้งแต่สปริงปีที่แล้วนะคะแต่ว่าพอมีเวลาเมื่อไหร่ปุ๊บเนี่ยเดี๋ยวครูจะทำคลาสต่างหากให้กับคนไทยนะคะโอเคไม่ได้เลยเพราะว่านี่เป็นคลาสให้กับนักเรียนที่ครูสอนที่สตูดิโอที่นี่ก่อนนะครับแปลไปแปลมาเนี่ย1 ชั่วโมง 15 นาทีนี่มันจะช้ามากต้องขอประทานโทษด้วยนะคะไม่ได้ตั้งใจที่จะไม่เอาคุณสายันมาเรียนฝึกภาษาอังกฤษไปดูท่าไปเล่นไปด้วยไม่ลองดูนะคะแต่สัญญาว่าคลาสถ้าเป็นภาษาไทยไงสิ เดี๋ยวครูทำให้ขอให้อากาศอุ่นกว่านี้นิดนึงแล้วก็มีเวลาเพิ่มขึ้นกว่านี้นิดนึงนะคะโอเค get back to the English let me drink my breakfast quickly oh that's good okay I talk about my experience this week last class and a couple of my students have personally kind of contact me and send me some love so I just want to speak a little bit more light but it doesn't mean that I don't accept your kindness and your generosity however this is what's happening in the past 5 weeks I feel like it got hit I don't say it got hit hard but I never got sick for a week and then get well for a week and got sick for a week after and then get well for a week after that and then I got sick again like what's going on so I never feel unhealthy like that so I was very annoying with that and like that this is a week that when I woke up on Monday and my neck just could not move and I'm like oh my god one again and I have to take care of Thea which she has a lot of energy she's ready to go she punch she kick she never ever listened to me whatsoever so just get into my skin and then for me my husband is just like he is not very like walk fast move fast like I am so I just like oh my god I was done I was fall on my face I gave up my good vibe I'm like can you guys just put yourself together can you just help mommy Thea can you just help mommy for a day can you just listen can I just brush your teeth this brushing teeth is still a battle can you believe that I talk about this like 2 years ago and every year I share this story with you and she still just like no if you like it I can sit still I don't feel like it I'm just gonna go all the places and when like the day like this when I want things just to done quickly and everything just go against me I would just like burn into flame and act in a way that I wish I didn't do so my title is go something like that when I caught myself just show up in a way that I wish I didn't show up I have to make room often like to forgive myself so I can come back and get back and try to be the best of myself again and I just want to invite and share this wisdom with you because if we don't give ourselves this space to fall this space to whine this space to just be the worst version of ourselves we will never get back and try again just because we feel like oh we are a failure it's not gonna work I'm never going to be yoga my hamstring will tight forever no matter how many times can you see that so our negativity we just keep on and on and on and carrying on and then you wonder why you become so mean the world is not on your side. It's not because of what's outside of us, it's just we are not kind and be gentle and be loving to ourselves enough, and we choose and we should because we deserve it. I forget my bell again. Having said that, close your eyes, please. May your breath deepen the more you inhale. You let the skin soften, you let the muscle become heavy. That relaxation will allow the breath to push the wall of like your diaphragm. Imagine that, like the wall of your inner space a little bit wider. The loving, the gentleness will help create space. I know many of you can, be gentle with little kids, with people who need help. But you also should be able to receive that gentleness as well. And that means you also should be able to give it to yourself often. And exhale, you let go. You surrender. Once again, letting it go, surrender, it will allow you to soften. It will allow you to receive kindness easier. And if you happen to practice yoga today and your yoga practice doesn't show up the way you want it to be or it used to be, you are in such, you are going to have a treat today because you are going to practice again and again and again toward your hamstrings, toward your adductor, toward your back, toward your whole body. Make room for you to come back to do the right thing. Make room for you to come back to yourself. Would you please join your hands together right in front of your heart? And we chant Om 3 times together, please. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Another deep inhale. And you bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chins, open your eyes. Today we are going to warm up seated. Now if you tight, you open one leg out to the side or open both legs. Will help you sitting on the floor much easier, and you may have to sit on props and prop yourself higher. We start from the neck down to the shoulders and down to the trunks. Here we go. Now with the neck, please give yourself the freedom to tilt it sideways with breath. To look left and right. I'm giving you options right now. You can add them in as you go and you listen to your body. Okay? You can do circle. And what order you want to do first, please just enjoy it. Oh, it's still there, the muscle that when I woke up on Monday, it's still with me until Sunday, but it's a lot better. You know, when you hit the spot, it's tight, it's maybe better to stay still and kind of hold the position and lengthen yourself away from that muscles a little longer. And just breathe deep into that. The other thing you can do is that, like, when you look to the right, you can circle your neck, half circle. Just hit the top right and center, right, and then you go back right. And when you hit the bottom, you go back to the right side again. So you kind of do one side at a time. Now, any one of you who ready to move down, maybe your shoulder need your attention now, you know, get your shoulder to circle up and back. Adjust your seat as often as you need. And don't forget to go to the opposite direction. Your wrist is there. You can rub your forearms. I mean, you can add them in at any time. So you can go back to the neck again because your shoulder, you know, your neck muscles are connected. When you start moving your shoulder, maybe your neck has to like being moved again. Okay. And I'm going to show you when it's go down to your trunks. I actually love doing it with my legs apart. You can sit cross-legged if you like. And you know, make sure you sit as tall as you can and you do circle with the spines like that. Some of you will not be able to move much. You might have even to have to hold yourself straight up. Some of you can really go big because your leg muscles are flexible enough to allow you to move. So you go there. You can see, and then you can come back to the shoulders again, go to the necks again. Besides making a circle with the spine, you can do twisting. Yeah. Side stretch. Okay, so those are options. I'm going to give you some times to work on your warming up seated, and I'm going to also do mine as well. And don't forget your ankle. Oh, my jaw. Massage your face. I'm gonna hang out here for 5 more breaths, sweetie. Sweetie. I'm calling my daughter. I changed my mind. I add 5 more. Oh, yeah. If you're ready to transitioning, go onto your hands and knees, please. We do that warming up many times. You can do, spinal wave, side stretch, cat cow. And don't forget to pat the knees if you have to. Oh, I feel like I want to drop my hips side to side. That's the other thing you can do. Yeah. I feel like the reason it gives you a lot of freedom because it's no technical difficulty for you to do all of this warming up. Yeah. Spinal wave, circle. Be as slow and as fast as your body needs. Just remember, don't do it violently. Do it kindly, please. Can you all meet me in child's pose, please? Toe together, knees apart. Exhale, forehead down to the floor. With inhalation, round your back up to the sky. Go forward to your wrist. At the end, arch the back. Exhale, round your back up to the sky. Push your weight away from your wrist, back down to your heel. 5 more, please. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, go through cat. Child's pose. 4. Remember to spread your fingers wide apart. 4 corners of your palms. 3. A grounding to the floor. 2. 1. And you come up onto your hands and knees and you look to your right hip. And exhale, look to your left hip and get the hip toward your ears as well. And then switch. And switch. Last one on each side, please. And then we do spinal circle 1 more time, 5 in each direction. This is 2 for me. 3, 4, 5. Change direction, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you come back center. Step your right leg forward. Now you need a little height for this one block will be great, okay? You diagonal your right foot to the right slightly. You might have to walk it in a little bit. And then roll it onto the outside of the foot, okay? Your knee is going to point to the right, hand on either side. And then hips go back, chest go forward. Each exhale, send your chest to the foot. Inhale, come away from it, just attach. Exhale, send your chest to the foot and opening your knee to the side. Spread your right toes. Inhale, come away from it a little bit. Exhale, go down. You can move in and out from the knees a little bit. As you can see, it kind of bend and stretch a little bit there. Last one, please. And inhale, lift your chest up and away from the floor. We go into runner stretch. The hamstring stretch here. Hips square, toe point toward the ceiling, spine elongate. Each exhale, we go toward the right foot with the heart. Inhale, move away from the legs a little bit. Exhale, move into the leg. Three more. And then one. And we go up and away from the floor. Get your right foot in. Ground the foot to the floor. Left knee come off the ground. Pivot to the left. Heels are in. Toes are out. And you do Skandasana pose. We just move from one leg to the other. Bend one knee. Straight the other legs. Now, when you do that, please kind of not get your weight toward the legs completely. You kind of bend it, and your weight is actually go right in between two legs, okay? And keep the knee that is bent over the ankle. I'm looking for warming up right now. If block is not high enough, climb up onto your thighs and be really safe here because you only have feet to help you out. Any one of you who are more flexible, blocks is just too high, then use the floor. And then bend your left knee, and we're going to turn toward the back of the mat, and you are going to do the other side. All right? So you point that left toe to the left diagonal, the foot a little bit, knee open to the left. Hand on either side of the front foot. The front foot, the left foot now. Hips back, chest extend forward. Each exhale, once again, we go toward the foot gently. Inhale, you move away from it. Exhale, you go toward the foot. Your butt is moving back. Inhale. Exhale. Two more breaths, please. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Then we go into our runner stretch. When your left leg straight, heels is down, toes spread. Go up toward the ceiling. Hips square, spine elongate. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, just buoy that back away from the front foot. Exhale, bow. Inhale, move away from the legs a little bit. And we gently move into the stretch. 3 more breaths, please. Use the inhalation to come away from the stretch. Ground your left foot to the floor. Get your right knee off the ground. Pivot toward the right. Now, this one we go. Feet parallel toward one another. Carefully, just adjust your prop. Dangling your body as low as you can to the floor while your legs are straight, okay? Now, if your body really dangle, you can hold your elbow, swing your body side to side, or you can hold one leg with two hands and hold yourself into that leg and breathe a couple breaths, and then switch. Now, for us who are still really high in the stretch, I would rather see you to just lengthening your spine long, which means hips back, chest forward, and straight leg. Okay. You can actually kind of sway your hips a little bit. It kind of helps the muscle to not, muscle you align the muscles, it helps. And just try to go toward the floor when you can. Relax your jaw, relax your neck. Couple more breaths here, please, everybody. And before you turn toward the front of the mat, soften your knee first. Make the prop work for you. And you turn toward the front. You get your left knee down. You have your left hand on the floor in line with your left knee. You block if you have to. And you're going to kick your right leg back. Straight line on the bottom. Spin your chest up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, push your weight toward your right foot and long right arms toward the front of the room. Inhale again. Exhale, length. Inhale. Exhale, length. And then we go toward the floor with the chest, hips square toward the front, and we thread the needle, right hand thread under the left. Remember, your hip can go toward the heel and sit on it. You're going to get more of your scapula stretch, or you have your hips over the knee. Just play with it safely. And then you stretch this way, okay? With your left hand, I'm going to place this on my back today so you can see the variation of it. Check with your neck, make sure that it's safe, that you be kind with wherever you bring your body into. You can check with that quality of your breath. You should be able to still breathe full enough and it's not short and feel tense. Carefully inhale, come up and away from the floor, and we are going to switch to the other side from here. So balance on your right hand, right knee, left leg, kick back. Lift the heart alongside the ear with your left hand and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, length. Last one. And then we go toward the floor, facing forward with the heart and thread the needle. Left hand thread under. Each exhale, you have the ability to go into the pose and the stretch deeper. And that is the gentleness of the practice. You're not forcing the body. You go there gradually. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Spread your fingers apart. Claw the floor with your finger pads and all of your four corners. We go into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under. Hips come off the floor, knees bend at first, and then get your hips higher and keep pushing your chest backward. Make sure you can really push your weight back with your knees bent at the beginning. And try to get one heel down and see if the weight go forward toward your wrist too much or not. If that's the case, you probably should keep your knees bent and stay there and keep pushing your chest back, please. However, any one of us who can get one heel down and the weights can still go mostly into your feet, you probably will be safe to do it that way. So you can add the hamstring and the calf stretch on top of the back stretch there. One more breath here, please. And carefully, you bring your knees back down to the floor. We step the right leg forward. We come upright with the trunk. Low lunge, hand down by the sides. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, core in, lunge forward. Inhale, lift the heart, core strong. Exhale, lunge forward. And you remain opening in your heart. Inhale, start to glide your arms up. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, lunge. Remember, still engage your core. Now you hold your left wrist. Ribs is in. Move back a little bit with your spine. And exhale, side stretch, please. To the right. Inhale, breathe. Move away from the stretch just gently. And exhale, move into the stretch, maybe a little deeper or not. One more. And when you inhale, you move up and away from the stretch. Now the left hand is going to go to your right knee. Your right hand is going to go circle back behind you. Okay. And you're going to look to your right shoulder. Hips still facing forward. Breathe. And then from here, breathe into your back. Exhale, can you raise your right hand back further and you kind of lean with your arms. Inhale, move away from it. Exhale, reach. One more. Exhale, reach. And you inhale, move up and away from that circle. Your arms up, forward, and to the floor. Now we hit the hamstring again, please. So hand on either side of your right leg, but we're going to come off the floor. So get your left knee off the ground. Move the prop if you have to. Both feet to the floor. Left foot go to 11 o'clock. Square the hips, spine elongate. Remember, find the height that it needed to be safe in your lower back. And exhale, we stretch by moving the chest downward to the ground. Relax your jaw. You bring that gentleness into your neck and shoulder. And bend your knees, and we're going to keep moving forward, but cross your left leg behind your right leg. Okay. Point your foot forward. Maybe bend your knees a lot at first and find the height. And carefully, when you inhale, spine nice and long, straight your leg, hips back, chest extend. Exhale, go down to the floor with the heart. And you lovingly move through space. Be aware of your action. And you also be kind at the same time. Inhale, lift your chest away from that stretch first. Bend your knees, step your left leg back. Get your left knees on the floor. Once again, left hand on the floor, right leg kick back behind you. Spin your belly, your chest up the sky. Nice long right side body, please. One more breath. Exhale, facing the floor. Child's pose, please. Inhale, breathe into your back, to your neck, to your cheek, and you exhale, you let it go. Head heavy, shoulder heavy, and you just repeat. When you start to feel things go so wrong today, you just flip it and say to yourself, good, let me be kinder to myself then. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. We go toward the second side, please. Left leg forward. Low lunge. Remember, when you lunge, we don't want the knee to go beyond the ankle, so adjust the foot as needed, please. Inhale, lift the spine high. Exhale, lunge. The reason I draw my hand into the belly because I want to draw my ribs in. Inhale, length. Shoulder blades together. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, start to glide the arms up. Exhale, lunge. 2 more breaths. Inhale. From the spine out to your fingers. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, length. Relax your jaw. Lunge again. Exhale. Now inhale, nice and long. Hold your right wrist or not. And then side stretch to the left. Inhale, breathe to your back. Exhale, stretch to the left. One more breath, please. You use the inhale to move your body upright. And then right arm to the left knee, left hand, circle back. Stop at the shoulder, look toward your left shoulders at the same time. Yeah. Keep square forward. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, reach back a little bit more diagonal to the left, and then come back center. Exhale, reach, long spine, core engage, inhale. And then exhale, reach. And when you inhale next time, circle that left arm up, and exhale, we're gonna go toward the floor. Both hands frame that left foot. Pyramid pose, please. Left knees off the floor. Left foot point straight, right foot point at 1 o'clock. Hip square, spine nice and long. Each exhale, stretch. Go as deep as your body can take you. And when you hit the wall, allow the breath to have that capacity of kindness. So when you want to push the wall off your tightness again, you can push through it gently, okay? Which you may have a bigger resistance and you may not be able to move through that, but your kindness and your gentleness will not allow you to hurt yourself. Because we choose to respect the body. One more breath, please. Inhale, lengthen your spine, bend your left knee. You're going to go forward, cross your right leg behind your left leg. Remember, bend your knees a lot at first. It's going to make it easier for you to move. Look at me, I almost like I'm sitting on a chair or something. And then when your legs are at the right place, and then you elongate the spine, straight the leg at the same time. Inhale and exhale, you bow down. While that happening, playing around with transitioning your weight, on four corners of your feet. One more breath, please. Inhale, move up and away from the legs. With the exhale, the knees are bent. Your right legs go back. Your right knee on the floor, on the support. Right hands down. Kick your left leg back. Turn your heart toward the ceiling. Left side nice and long again. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale. And then exhale, child's pose, please. And we're going to go from here. You're going to crawl forward into your forearm plank pose. Okay? Let's go into that, either with the weight on your knees or the weight on your feet. Yeah. With the core, it's lifting to the sky. The heart extend forward. And the breath, you're just going to breathe fully. And you're going to breathe kindly. And when the pose turns to be even more challenging, you're going to fight with the pose the opposite way. You're not going to be violent with the practice. You're just going to be gentle. Okay. Exhale, go all the way to the floor. Stack the hand, rest your foreheads on them, and breathe. Let go completely. Let the chest become heavy, the shoulder move to the ground. Your jaw drops. Now, inhale, come up and away from the floor. We're going to do forearm side plank, okay? So you're going to do the right side first. So you turn sideways. Your right forearms, it's going to be easier if you make it diagonal, like I do, instead of, point straight forward. It's going to make it harder if you want it. And I feel like it's not going to be much that healthy with the shoulders. Your shoulder is actually in a healthier place. Now the option with the leg, you have both legs straight, which is going to be harder, or top leg foot supporting you. Even this left hand can help you to lift, okay? So here we go, when you're ready. Push down and lift and hold. If holding it doesn't work, you can go down again and come up, inhale. And exhale down and come up, inhale. Or stay there and hold. Heart really point toward the sides of the room the best you can, not to the floor. Okay. If you wonder what you should do with the top arms, you can go in so many places really. But don't forget to push off on the bottom shoulder. And one more breath. Exhale. Get yourself to the floor slowly. Then move to the other side, please. When you're ready, inhale, lift. Exhale, hold or bring the hips down, and inhale, go up again. Next exhalation, carefully bring your hips down to the floor. Roll onto your belly and your chest. Stack your hand and rest your forehead on them again. Now this one, bend your knees, feet up toward the ceiling, and please windshield wiper your legs side to side. Then you stop moving the leg. Get your legs back down onto the mat. Please move your arms to the sides. Go toward the hip with the straight arm. Stop when you feel like you have that comfortable airplane position with the arms. Then carefully turn your palms away from one another. Draw your shoulder blades onto your back. Hold that. Breathe. Then inhale. Lift the head, lift the chest, lift the arm, lift the legs. Exhale, go down to the floor just gently. Inhale, lift a little bit more. Exhale, float back down. Inhale, lift. Next long, exhale, float back down slightly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, float back down. Last one. And exhale, come down to the floor, please. So stack the hand. Look to the right and breathe. Cobra, hand on either side of the chest. Find the width that works for you. Shoulder blades together onto your back. Hold that. Breathe. Then inhale, push into your palms slightly. Lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale, float back down slightly. Inhale, push into the floor with the hands a little bit. Lift, heart open. Exhale, float back down. Now make sure your spine is elongated. 3 more breaths, please. Exhale. You can bring yourself up higher if you want to. Make sure your core is stronger then, and your shoulder blades still plugging in toward one another. Last one. Exhale to the floor. Stack the hand, rest your forehead on them. Rock your hips side to side. Stop moving the hip and look to the left, please. Look down to the floor. Would you please do Cobra one more time on your own and do 5 breaths. Here we go. Shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Keep your necks nice and long. 3. Don't let your leg turn out. 4. Be mindful with your lower back. 5 to the floor. Stack the hand, rest your forehead on it. Breathe. Carefully bring yourself up onto your hands and knees, please. Right leg step forward, warrior two. Left knees come off the floor, come upright with your trunk carefully. And while that happens, make your left leg 90 degrees with the front edge of the mat, okay? Right heel, left arch. When you're ready, hips step back slightly. Exhale, bend your right knee, keep pressing also onto your left foot. Inhale, heart lift high, neck is long, shoulder blades together. Now exhale, come lunge first. Remember, front knee don't go beyond the ankle. And maybe next inhalation, you add the arms. Exhale, deep into that right knee. Keep the back foot strong. 2 more breaths. Next inhalation, come push into your right foot. Straight your right leg, hands down. Right foot 90 degrees. Left foot point straight back. Exhale, warrior two. You can do all of that all in one breath too. Yeah. And then inhale, lift the spine. Hips step back slightly. Exhale, lunge. Press also into your right foot. 3 more breaths. Two. Keep adjust the width of your legs if you have to. And inhale, push down to your left leg, straight your left leg, turn your left foot in, arms come down, come upright standing. Swing your body side to side, please. Go back to the right side, warrior two, please. I'm gonna add more poses in there. Right foot turn out, heel in line with the arch, or you can inline the heel with the left heel as well. Inhale, spine lift. Exhale, bend your right knee. 2 more breaths here. And you turn your right palm up toward the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Lengthen the right side body. Exhale, reach back. Left hand can go to the leg, can go to the front, can go to the back, can hold your right wrist. 1 more breath. Come, inhale out and away from that triangle. Stretch your right leg. Exhale, reach the spine nice and long. Come out from that first. Inhale. Exhale, reach your spine nice and long to the front. Front leg straight. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Last one. Give your time to adjust your legs. And then windmill the arm. Breathe. Don't lock your right knee. Please soften the right knees a little bit and keep lengthening your spine long to the right. You can move in and out from the pose as well while you are breathing. Last breath. Bend your right knee, hands come down to the floor. Step your right leg back. Child's pose, please. Put the blanket underneath it if you have to. And let it go. You know, you can create that ha sounds any times in the practice. It's actually help your body to relax even more compared with exhale through your nose. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Now we hit the other side. So your left leg go forward. Warrior two. Get the back knees off the floor. You just adjust your stand first. Right. Take your hands away. Foundation is really important when you get it, and then you flow into the pose with the breath. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, lunge, long leg, long arms, long necks. Inhale. Exhale. Now left palm turns up toward the ceiling. Inhale, inhale. When you exhale, you reach back. With the freedom of the right hand, do whatever that it feels good. One more breath. Inhale, move up and away from that. Exhale, straight the front legs. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, reach forward. Don't go to the floor yet with the arm. Come away from that. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale, reach. Remember, keep adjusting the legs while you're here. Don't move your hip forward when you exhale, please. If you're going to move the hip, move it backward slightly. Last one, inhale. Exhale, reach. Be careful with the knees, and then you windmill the arms as you breathe. Turn your chest slightly toward the ceiling. And exhale, now you keep lengthening your head toward the front of the room. When you move away from the spine a little bit, and then exhale, length. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Bend your left knee. Go to the floor and go to your child's pose, please. And you allow the pulsation to happening in your trunk. The breath should be able to expand you and also softening you. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. We're going to do back bend in our hands and knee tabletop. Okay? Now this one, if you cannot hold your foot with the opposite hand, give it a try, please. Strap will be really helpful. We're going to get the right leg off the floor first, and you're going to use the left hand to go find your right leg. Okay. I'm going to use a strap here. Now, if you're really tight, make your strap nice and long. And get into your shoulder like that. Yeah. And when you're ready, inhale, breathe. Exhale, kick the foot back and up toward the ceiling. Yeah. For us who are hold the foot, hold it on the big toe side edge and kick the foot back and up. Right. One more breath. Kick. And then when you let go, then move your right leg forward and to the right. Have your left hand on the floor. Right hands come to your hip. Broaden your foundation. The front foundation is a little bit really like wide. You can see your hand and your foot almost go off the mat. Or maybe they do. And we are twisting. Block can be good on the bottom left hand if you need to. Keep your right knees bent. Keep your hip moved back. Anchor down into your left hand. Inhale, start twisting. Exhale, long spine, long neck, long hip, long neck, long hip. Breathe, inhale to your back. Next, nice and long. Exhale, twist. Start to turn your right palm up toward the ceiling. Heart open. Now, while you're here, make sure your belly still try to go toward the floor while your chest go toward the ceiling. And then see if you can circle your right arm back and up or maybe alongside the ears while you're still maintaining your twisting, please. Don't round the bottom shoulder forward. And exhale, carefully go toward the floor. We are not done yet. Sorry, everybody. Left knee come up and away from the floor. You are going to pivot to the left, okay? Feet parallel. Right hand, you are going to try to go to the outside of your left ankle and your left hand is onto your hips, okay? Now, if you cannot go into your ankle, maybe you come up the thighs or not, just use a block, right? Move into the left and you anchor your forearms or your hands down. So you're twisting. So what's happening is you are going to, now if you high, spine elongate, and then you twist to the left. For us who can hold the ankle, like you pull yourself toward your left leg, turn your body out toward the ceiling, and you lengthening your left hip back. Your left arms, what are you going to do? You can leave it there. It doesn't have to be fancy. Or you can touch the opposite thigh, or you can actually bring it up toward the ceiling. Just make sure your shoulders are really feel comfortable, everybody. I'm gonna try to be really tight, yeah. For us who are high, really make sure your knees feel comfortable, everybody. And carefully you untwist. Swing yourself back to the front of the mat. So you just turn yourself toward the front of the mat. Get your left knee down. Get your right knee back. And take child's pose, please. And you let it go. Stay calm with your breath. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Now left leg lift. And your right hand's off the floor. Grab the strap if you has to use it. Bend your left knee. Swing your right hand, hold your left foot. Inhale, breathe into the heart. Kick your foot back and up. Exhale, let it go. Engage your core, inhale. Exhale, kick the foot into the hands and up. Heart forward. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And extend the arms and the legs away from one another. Right hands come down, left leg go forward. Left hands onto the hips. Broaden your foundations. Anchor down to your right hand. Hip is go back, chest is go forward. Twist to the left. Chest open. Inhale, breathe into your back. Don't round your right shoulder forward. Please exhale, turn your chest up to the sky. Belly go to the floor. Now you can turn your left palms up. Opening your shoulders, stay here, breathe. And then circle your left arms maybe toward the ceiling or maybe alongside the ears, or you can even leave it there onto your hips. Exhale, facing the floor. Get your right knees off the ground. Pivot to the right feet, parallel toward one another. So I'm coming forward. Now, sorry everybody, if you cannot hold your right ankle with your left hand, have your hand actually, your left hand underneath the shoulders, right in between your feet or on the block, okay? And then you twist to the right, that way will feel so much better. Now for us who hold the right foot with the left hand, pull yourself there, lengthening your right hip back, turn up toward the ceiling, head hang, bend the knee gently, Breathe. Right. Make sure your right shoulders are opening first before you want to play around with it. Shoot the option kindly. Be kind with your shoulders. And when you exhale, you untwist first, come back into that center, and then you turn back toward the front of the mat. And carefully take a seat, please. Come up, sit up, opening your legs apart. Upavista Konasana. Rock your hips side to side. Spine nice and long, spread your toes. And we are going to stretch the adductor muscles now by bringing your body forward into the floor, one breath at a time. Be loving to yourself while you do this. Okay, now I bring the block into the picture because some of you might hit your max here and you can just stay high with the support. It's always good to have like 4 part of the body as a foundation, then 2, many times. If any one of you can, this is probably a good height. Like this is your mat and you can lie on the block. That is a good place to be. Once again, you just be creative with your stretch. For us who are like, what the heck is that? Stay here, stay high. Remember, be really mindful with your lower back. We want to keep it elongated, even though it's tilted, not at all. And when next inhalation comes, you bring your body up and away from the floor. Now keep your left leg extended carefully. Lean back a little bit, bend your right knee and get the heels into the hips. And we're going to do right side stretch. So right arm is go overhead. Exhale. Left hand you can push into the floor or to the thighs, or you can have your hand kind of holding you up if you don't have strap. If you have strap, it's even better. Okay. So keep stretching, please. So you push yourself there. You can hold the back of the head. I really like that feeling. I mean, this feeling is really, really intense, actually. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. And we are going to switch to the other side, please. Left foot in, right foot out. Sitting bone to the ground. Turn away from your right leg. Use a strap or knot. Now your left hand can go overhead or hold the back of the head with the heart open. Each exhale, you side stretch to the right. Inhale, come up and away from the floor. Take yourself down onto your back, please. Have a strap handy. You never know what's going to happen, or even a block, right? We love to put the block underneath the hips. So when you're there, circle your knees away from one another 3 to 5 times. Change direction. Extend your arms and your legs up toward the ceiling. Shake them. Relax your jaw. Happy baby. Hold the outside of the feet with the hands on the strap. And you resist that hold just a little bit by kicking into it. And rock your body side to side. Rock your body. Rock your hips side to side, please. Stop in the center. Get your right ankle above your left knee and draw your left leg in toward your chest. Maybe use a strap if you cannot hold the leg without lifting your shoulder off the floor. Okay, you can put it in front of the shin or behind the thighs. I don't want you to jerk your neck and your shoulder off the floor here. I want them to be on the ground. So make your arms longer with the strap if you have to. Switch side, please. And you gently let the muscles and the bones to be heavy. And with that kindness in your heart, please feel the kindness in your practice, how your body softens. You feel like you have more space. Have more space for yourself to fall. Have more space for things that's unpredicted to happen. And from here, Supta Padak Konasana. Feet together, knees apart. You can lengthen your arms overhead here. Or you can hold either side of your elbow. And you breathe. Your jaws drop. Hips heavy. You breathe fully. Carefully bring your knees up toward the ceiling and one another. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock them side to side with holding them, or you can open your arms wide to the side. Then carefully place your feet to the floor. Put the block underneath the hips. If you don't have it, you can just lift your leg up toward the ceiling right now, or go against the wall and let the wall supporting you. And then from there, you get the legs up. Adjust your shoulder and placing the arms in such a way that you are really supported. And you close your eyes, opening your throat a little bit, please. See if you can allow the higher energy to hold you. And you give in your expectation completely. You soften more and more. And within that, there's more space for yourself, for others, for the situations. Shavasana, please.